Well, I haven't really done a video in I think about a couple months. Been pretty tied up on a big RV park deal and kind of stressed. Didn't do that, and then in the middle, my dad passed away, so things have been a lot different around here. But try to get back to making some content. Today we're going to try to do some maintenance on everything. Got it all kind of lined out here. I gotta work on all three things. Do a 2,000 hour service on the skid steer and change some cutting edges on the 953 and grease everything, yada yada yada. So that's my plan. I'll get some footage and we'll try to get some videos out of it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Working on our Cat 259D today. Did a video before of some service stuff, so I'm just kind of doing an overview today. And if there's something else that you want to know, you can maybe look up the other video. It's got 2,000 hours on it. I talked to Cat about a couple things. Local cat dealer. We're going to here's some filters and stuff. We got the inner and outer air filter at the bottom. These two running sideways here as the inner and outer cabin air filters. Two fuel filters on top, oil filter, hydraulic filter. That bag is like an engine breather deal. You got to lift the cab in order to get it. And then we got our gear oil for our final drives. So I'll use this stick as a pointer. But I already got under here and pulled my cover off. That's for draining radiator. But you got to go up in there to get to your oil plug. Drain it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Your oil filter is right here. I know I did that in another video. It's a pain in the rear. Here's one of the fuel filters. There's the other fuel filter, hydraulic filter. Of course, your inner and outer air filters in here. I would check the belt. I can't remember if it says to check the belts, but as you can tell on that belt, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's getting pretty rough. And this belt here is cracked up, so I'm going to go ahead and change both of those belts while I'm at it. I know I have at least one here. I think I have the other one, but I'm not sure. Here's where you drain your fuel water separator. Your outer cab filter is in here. It gets greasy and dirty from that, and as you can tell, it's been dry around here, and mine is bad. I've been on a job. I got to clean everything, get everything nice. Back there in the corner, that's your inner cab filter. Your breather I was talking about. You have to take your two cab bolts out, lift it up, and it's in there. I don't think I included that in the last video, so I'll try to remember to show you that in this video. Of course, you have your left and your right primary drives. Here's where we'll have to refill. Holy cow, it's full of crap. Here's where we'll have to refill our hydraulic oil. I was going to wash it before, and I'm like, well, it'll be all wet. It's kind of wet anyways, I guess. But thought I'm going to get oil, diesel, hydraulic fluid. I'm going to get stuff all over everything when I'm trying to change it because it's up above stuff. So I thought, oh, well, I'll just play in the dirt here, get all this changed, and then I'm going to power wash everything, grease everything, check my track tension and all that. So, like I said, I'm not going to go over a bunch of stuff, step by step, because pretty much all of it was before. The only thing I don't think I did before was that filter. So, and of course, check all your fluids. Online, Cat did say for 2,000 hours to do valves and to do the dryer thing on the air conditioner. I talked to the service department at the local Cat, and he said that the valves, he goes, they don't need checked. He said anytime they check them, they're right. So he said unless there's an issue, a lot of times they don't. So that's just going off that. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but they were busy and I needed to get it serviced because it's a few hours past because I've been on that job. So that's where that's at. As far as the air conditioner piece, he asked how good it was working. I told him on the hot days, you had to turn it down from wide open because you get cold. And he said, well, he wouldn't break the system then, because anybody that's messed with air conditioning knows once you break open the system, you're kind of asking for trouble. So I'll show you that air breather filter for the motor when I get the cab up. So I guess I'm just going to plug away on this and see what I can get done. Appreciate you watching. Here's a little tip. In my other video, I really struggled to get this oil filter off. You can see it in there. Well, I got to thinking about it this time, and I undid this battery cable, some positive posts, and tied it up there. And then it made a lot of room to get my tool in, and then I took my water separator off, and I was able to use that filter wrench right there. So that's just learning, I guess, from struggling. Anyways, that's a little tip for you. Hopefully it helps. Well, I told you earlier that I would show you about this engine filter breather cap. That's it. Part of the service. First time I did one, I couldn't figure out where it was at. So I had to research it, but it's right there. You can see it. It's like there's a glare. See if I can change position here. It's right there. Just screws in and out. Don't know if I can. Yeah, I guess I can get it by hand. So you just screw one out, and we'll just screw the other one back in. And you're good. And see how nasty they get under here? There's actually a belly pan in there you can take out. So when I get done with this service deal, I'm going to roll it up on some blocks so I can get under there far enough to reach it. I'll pull those out. I left my oil plug pan off. That way I can wash outside, underneath. I'm going to try to get all this mud. Usually when I do a big service, that's part of what I do. So just gets collected up and try to clean things when I can. So, alright, well, I guess that's about it for this one. I'm going to put this cap on and fill my final drives. And got to change the cabin filter inside. And we're going to wash it. So, appreciate you watching. Thank you.
Thank y'all for watching today. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy. I don't care. Tell somebody you don't like. Maybe they'll like me. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Until next time, have a good day and God bless.